Well, all right. It is Tuesday, May 14th, and I am done trading for the day. I was 3-1 today. I whiffed the orb. I whiffed the New York Open today. I was completely distracted by my GameStop position that I'm in since yesterday, and fortunately, I managed to avert a real disaster with my PA account. Uh, I just, well, we'll get into it, but I was so busy watching the GameStop thing at the open, and my position, I was up more than double in the pre-market on my GameStop position. And so I was really like thinking, do I want to get out of my position and sell it right at the open and then try to to re-enter on a dip today, and I decided to stick with it. And at the same time, I was trying to take the open trade, and I just completely messed it up. So I actually took it to the short side after the long already worked. A lot of times you can play both sides, and so I just decided, oh, I already missed it, but I'll let it play the other side. And then of course I got bottom ticked and started moving against me, and I just decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to save the account. Took a $700 loss on the PA and the evaluation account, and then that saved the account because the account would have got blown up when it moved up. So you can see I got entered in on a short, and then I ended up going long once it broke out again, and took that and got my money back on the PA. Unfortunately, I blew up evaluation 42 in the process, but that was a small price to pay to save my PA account. And then went on and had a couple nice scalps as well. So took a scalp on evaluation 40 and 41, one win each, and $269 on one account and $844 on the other account. So let's get into the trades real quick and show you how badly I messed up the opening trade. I didn't even include it in the stats because essentially, I messed it up, and I got a win and a loss on it. So it basically wipes each other out. And literally, the amount that I lost on my P account, $23.88, was the fees. I lost the fees today. I got out completely break even. Took the loss and then got a win and got out break even. So I'm just not even going to count it. There's no point. You could say I'm 18-4, but really, I didn't even take the trade properly. So it might as well just stay 17-3 since it was kind of no harm, no foul. 1-1, it's a draw, right? So let's get into it. Take a look. All right, so here we go. So this is the whole session on the 1 minute chart, and I play the open orb on the 1 minute chart here. So let's take a look here. So essentially, let's see here. Essentially, here's how it looked leading into the open, and we had a big sell-off from the news, and then it was making it all back, and we had almost made it all back already here. And what I was looking at, I basically drew a line here and I drew a line up here. And so really I wanted to be in a long to either get back up here or a short to come back down here. And I actually had my long ready. I think I put my order somewhere around here. I was a little bit concerned about this level right here. And so I wanted to be a little bit above it, but I also didn't. I also kind of wanted to be a little bit tighter so that, I had a lot of room. I ended up putting my order here, and I had my order here. And then as this candle was forming, I was just like, oh, I was looking at GameStop. What do I do with GameStop? Should I sell it? Should I hold I was up more than double the amount that I paid for it yesterday. And I was thinking, made really good gains overnight. Like, should I take just double my money and be happy and then see if I could get in? And so this was kind of like going back and forth a little bit. And just at the last second, I moved my order and I put it all the way up here. And I was like, okay, well, if it goes up here and keeps going, then it'll tag me in. So then it did this, right? And then it did this. And so I had my short order here originally, and I kept looking back and forth at GameStop. It wasn't triggering my long, which is kind of what I was thinking. Before I knew it, I looked away at GameStop. This was coming all the way down. I saw it all the way down here, and I was like, oh, well, I guess it worked for the long, and maybe it'll work for the short too and work on both sides. But in the bigger picture of things, I was expecting a retest of this high over here. And I really should have stuck with that. But again, I was just so busy trying to decide what to do with my GameStop situation. I let it tag me in, and then it immediately started going against me. As you can see, when it pulled all the way up here, I exited the trade manually, and I took a $700 loss on my PA account. And my evaluation actually messed up, and I only had 3 contracts on that as well. So even though I don't think I messed up, I think I had set for 10 contracts, but I'm not sure what happened. So anyway, so I took about a $700 hit on both of those accounts. And then when the price started going up here, I still had my original long position up here. So now, like how I had my original short position here that I let it tag me, I let it tag my original long position. But this time I felt like, well, you know what, I really do think that we're going to hit the all-time high if it breaks above. So I let it hit it. And of course we pulled back. So in this pullback, it blew up my evaluation 42. I did have 10 contracts on it this time, unfortunately. So it blew up, and then it went on to work for exactly what I thought, getting the new high. And so I positioned my take profit to make sure that I was break even. Actually, I should have done break even +1. But it was all kind of happening fast. I was still watching GameStop, and I knew that I was honestly like moving it back and forth. So I was, I wanted to make sure I locked it in. I felt like once we got the new high here, retested the new high, it could come back down. So just wanted to lock in and save the account. So I didn't want to play too many games there. So I took that, and that's how the market played out after that point. So I really felt fortunate that I got out of this with my PA intact and basically the same balance as I had yesterday on it. So really, I got day traded on it. It'll count as a day traded. It's not a flip day, and so that's fine. I live on to fight another day, and unfortunately had to sacrifice this account in the process, but it is what it is. And so moving on here. Then I took a third trade here, right here on the 1 minute chart. Let me bring up the account. All right, so here we go. Basically, what I was looking at here was I really believed we would get a retest of this high from the strong leg up, and the nature of this, we were back, strong move above the EMA, and we had a first entry. And basically, this was a second entry long, just sticking on the 1 minute. So more of my freelance style, not part of the BS system on the 1 minute chart, not a tick chart. But I really believe that, if I got in here, I bought the bid. I really believe that if I bought in here, that we would have a strong chance to get up to the high of day. And but at the same time, I kind of was thinking the high of this could be some resistance. So as it was pushing up here, the bar was kind of creating some resistance, and you can see after I got out, you can see there was some resistance there. So I just wanted to lock in the profit. This was a nice trade, 43 ticks, and got it on this evaluation with 4 contracts. So made $860 before commission. So $844 I made there. And so I like that trade. Could have tried to get a little bit more out of it, but honestly, if I was just trailing with a stop, then I would have been taken out either here or here. So either way, I would have made less probably. I'm not really good at holding these when there's some pullback, so I doubt I would have been able to hold to get it to there. And then my second trade was on a tick chart using the BS system, and basically this was a new high here, a first entry long, second entry long. I liked it kind of playing off the level of the previous day close, and it's been a biased day the whole time. So I like that. Let me switch accounts so we can see the mark here. All right, so here we go. Now we can see the marks. So here's where my entry was, and then I did use my auto stop strategy on this trade for the BS system like I usually do, and was able to get out for about 14 ticks. Some contracts were more than others, but approximately 14 ticks, $269 on that evaluation. So these evaluations are in pretty good place. You know, I just started these evaluations yesterday. This one's already halfway to passing. This one is almost halfway to passing. Unfortunately, lost one in the process, but you know, so the idea tomorrow will be I'll play the open on PA10, and you know, probably one of these accounts I'll play the open as well, and hope to get another winning trade there. And here we go, going for that new high. The other thing, when I took this trade, I was also watching the 1 minute, and let's see here. I was watching the 1 minute here when I took that BS trade on the tick chart. And we can see, you know, my entry on the 1 minute chart was looking like it's in the middle of this range, which I don't love, but I did like the way it looked right here, so it was all good. And you can see where I got out was, well, actually, I think I had this even lower at the time. I had it right here. I had this as like a breakout. So I liked the exit. It was kind of like right at the top where the resistance could be. It just worked out that way. And you can see it went a little bit further, you know, went a little bit further, but I liked getting out there and not suffering any drawdown. And, you know, this could have gone any way after that on the 1 minute chart, the way it looks there. So, yeah, like that trade. Okay, now we got the new high. And so we'll see what happens from here. I'm still watching my GameStop. Now, GameStop has been crazy today. It's been halted a ton of times. It looks like it's halted even right now. And, you know, it's not like I have a huge position here. I just, let's see. I picked up, what I did was yesterday, when I realized what was going on about 7 a.m. West Coast, so 10 Eastern, I picked up 30 shares, and then later in the day when it dipped at about 30 minutes before the close of the market yesterday, I went and got a call about one contract, one call, the 30 strike in January. And so this is what I was up just a short time ago. As you can see, I was up about a little over 50% at the time I took this screenshot, just before I started this review. And now I'm just looking. I'm now up 73% overall. So if you look at the overall totals, I'm up 73% overall at this point. I'm now up about just shy of $1,900 overall. So, you know, not a huge position, but this is what I've been kind of distracted by. And what I was thinking, I mean, I was up like 115% this morning. What I was thinking, and what I probably should have done, is to sell it, take the double my money, and look for another entry price to get back in. And there's a huge dip today in the chart, so I really could have sold and basically got back in for approximately just a little bit higher than I was in yesterday, and been right back in the same play again. So I kind of wish I did that. If I didn't have the futures thing going on, maybe I wouldn't have been so distracted to, you know, not have done that. But in any case, you know, if you're not following this thing, it's pretty crazy. Roaring Kitty, who was kind of the leader of the charge the last time around in 21. I'm sure most people know about this. There's been a movie, and it's been just all over the media. He's been dormant for 3 years, and then Sunday at 5 o'clock West Coast time, PM, Sunday, he did a meme of someone sitting in a gaming chair, leaning forward, holding a game controller. And then, you know, yesterday morning, GameStop stock obviously flew up. And so I jumped in on it. I didn't jump in on it the first time around in 21, even though I wanted to, and I was aware of it all in real time. And so when it was happening again yesterday while I was live on stream, I was like, okay, I'm not going to not do it again and miss another opportunity. So I just jumped on it. And yeah, as you can see, so far, so good, making a little bit of profit. And, you know, I'm not going to get rich off of it, but if I can make some money, I'm going to try to make some money, and we'll see what happens with it. So that's where I'm at. That's what's going on. Hopefully I can focus a little bit more on the open trade. If I'm not focused, then I'm just going to not take the trade, because today was just like a huge cluster, huge clusterfuck, just not prepared at all to take this trade. And I really almost did a number on myself. Yeah. My initial instinct was right. Just be right above this. Would have easily got my 22 ticks. And that was the play. And I just totally messed that up. And then let it take me into this trade really stupidly, bottom ticked, like you saw. And luckily I had enough presence of mind to close it, take the loss, and enough presence of mind to go, wait a second, like my whole original idea was that we were going to retest the high. And so I was able to take advantage of that at least. So, all right, well, I think that's it. Let's see. So yeah, I'm not counting it in my stats today. It was a one-on-one situation. It wasn't really the orb. It was after the fact. And the play really was right here. And, I could say I'm 18-4, but I just don't see the point of that, because it's not really two trades. It's just one. So it was a draw. I got in and out for completely break even minus commissions. So 17-3, I'll consider it still on the orb. And that's just a whiff. Today, 3-1, 75%, 5-1 for the week, 83%, and 223 wins, 52 losses. I didn't recalculate this, but I'm assuming I'm still at 81% overall. And I'm coming up on getting closer to 300 trades for the year. So that's a lot of trades for me still. And yeah, the discount still going on. You can use this code or any other 80% discount for all Apex evaluations, any size. 1 day pass going on till the end of the month, along with the 80% off. And I am streaming live every day at 10 Eastern. And I appreciate all the likes and subscribes, all the comments. And yeah, I am planning on streaming for about an hour tomorrow morning, and then I'll be done early. So it's going to be a short stream tomorrow. And if I don't stream, I'll put a post up saying I'm not streaming, but doing another little day trip with the family. So, if I can stream, it'll just be a very short time, about an hour tops, and then I'll be done for the day. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good trading day. It's been interesting in the markets, and I'm watching GameStop. It was all the way down to, like 36 at the lows, and now it's almost at 50 again. So, I'm back up about 84% overall, about $2,000 overall. So yeah, just holding. If you haven't checked it out, check out Roaring Kitty on Twitter, or whatever they call it these days, and check out all his memes and everything. I mean, he's basically telling everyone the target is higher, it's going up, and hold, and trying to gather his troops. So it's pretty fun, exciting time to get involved in this. And, sometimes the sequel is better than the original. And that's what was going through my mind yesterday when I first caught wind of this live on stream, was like, wait a second, this could be Empire Strikes Back. This could be Godfather Part 2, and I'm here for it. So I missed the original, but I'm hoping the sequel can be better. And let's see what we can do with it. So, all right, I've said it all. Appreciate you watching. Sorry I'm so distracted by the GameStop thing, but these things don't happen too often, and you got to take advantage where you can when you can. So, all right, that's it for now. Here's the live market. Looks like the market's up. GameStop's up. Everything's up. It's a limit up market right now. All right, thanks for watching. Be back at it tomorrow, and wish me luck with the GameStop. All right.